Innovative.
It's stuck and it's never coming down. California Radio, West Coast. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen of the California Trap, Trinity, Compton, Long Beach, Los Angeles, this is Cali's finest, the most incredible and unforgettable, all gas, no breaks, no lames, no fakes, and you know me, the promo king himself, product 5 stacks and counting, and I'm coming to you live from Innovative Culture Studio, so make sure that you smash that like button and subscribe. Yeah. Today is August the 25th, 2025, and I have come to preach the good news to the California congregation. Yeah. And up here, up in the promo palace, man, as always, my brand new co-host. And man, I'm gonna let her go ahead and let you know.
So Shake, baby. You can call me Shake the Antagonist as well. And just know when I get in that room, it get really crowded in there.
Yeah, she came to antagonize some shit. You know what I'm saying? We'll turn this up one time. And we also, man, I'm surrounded by fudge tonight, fudge chocolate, because of course I got Shake, but I also have the lovely Brown Sugar, entrepreneur, breaking into the entertainment industry, the whole nine. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, my name is Brown Sugar, and I'm up in here. I just want to give you a little bit of spiel of who I am. I am an entrepreneur, and I like to build platforms where entertainers, culture, and business can connect. Mostly 420, because I likes to get my 420 out.
All right,
so everything that I do is 90% 420 friendly. So, I like to curate things that make us come together, have fun, and act the fool.
Okay. That's what I'm talking
Heavy on the act the fool.
Heavy on the act.
Oh, yeah. We like to act
in
the
a
fool
classy way.
In Cali's finest. Breaking news. Little trap activity for y'all. Breaking news. I just found out today. Now, recently, Lil Nas X, Old Town Road, the
Nas.
All right. So Lil Nas X, he's out here and on the streets of LA walking around in whitey tighties and cowboy hats and shit.
Yep, I saw that.
Yeah, you seen that video, right? The viral video out there right now. And it just came down the pipe though.
Who was filming them?
That's the question. And they still haven't come out and said. And because of that, they thought that it might be some foul play involved. Like it could have been, because he got some music coming out or something like that.
That's what they were saying, yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Marketing strategy.
Yeah, marketing strategy, right? But I just found out today that he is facing charges for up to 18 years in the pen for felony assault charges towards those officers that had to subdue him. Now,
Nas.
I don't know. He obviously got a hold of a bad batch or something, right? Okay, Lil Nas X, no pun intended.
Inference?
I don't know. I mean, you walk in the streets in your drawers, though. So is there really any question whether or not there are other substances involved? Now, if Kanye West did this, that's just
so you don't think mental illness plays into it at all?
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. If Kanye West did this, if he was walking down the street in his boxers or a Speedo or something in a cowboy hat, then you kind of maybe think that's normal or artistic because of Kanye West's history, right? Lil Nas X has done way out shit, but it's always been like with the cameras rolling and it's always been a play. This time, however, I don't think it's a play. I think it's due to heavy, and I'm not saying that Lil Nas got on drugs when he got out here, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say that the drug culture when it comes to the entertainment industry out here, it's entrenched very, very deep.
Very easy to access.
Very easy to access. If you got money, you can get just about anything you want here.
Holly weird, right?
That's what I'm saying. Pills, liquor, trees. Snow, whatever it is that you want to get. I want to talk a little bit about the industry itself. And do you think is that the right thing to say is that drug culture is mixed in and goes kind of hand in hand with the entertainment industry out here, particularly the music industry?
For For surely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I for surely think that drug culture is a big part of the music industry simply because, like you said, it's easy to access and people have no problem introducing it to other people.
Right.
Me personally, I worked in the dancing field for years, and it's all in the same hand in hand. Hip hop culture all together, like people introduce it as something that's going to take things off your mind or soothe you, and firstly it will maybe, but after a while it turns turmoil.
Nah, real talk. Brown Sugar, doing the work that you're doing, I got the chance to have a conversation with you before the show, and you talked a little bit about some of the work that you want to do with with some ladies of the night and with children, just everything that you want to do. How important is it for you to have knowledge of what's out there, such as the substance and the substance abuse problems when it comes to the life in Los Angeles?
Well, the substance abuse problem in Los Angeles and our culture has been prevalent ever since they put it there.
Right.
So unfortunately, it's been a bit of a struggle to get it to come to a cease. They're introducing more things every day, all the time,
right.
every day, and it's unfortunately because of our downfall and because of the things that we've been through. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, get over it." It's just not that easy as a culture. I mean, it's been years.
That deal with it, and
yes.
aunties and uncles have been on it all your life and stuff.
It's embedded. So it's kind of like we have to take kind of like a each one teach one.
Right.
So I feel like we need to meet people on their level, meet people where they are.
Right.
And once you meet them where they are, then you can help them get to where they need to be. Awesome. A lot of people want to come in and change people's lives and tell them what they need to do and this, that, and the third, and not address exactly what's really going on. And with that just causes more conflict, more rebellion, more for them just to feel like whatever they feel. You know what I'm saying? It just feels that fire.
Well, yeah.
So
yeah, it depends. See, coming from where I'm coming from, I'm just gonna be transparent. My first introduction to cocaine was when I first started doing radio. I'm gonna keep it real, like, you know what I'm saying, because I used to host a lot of events. Used to do a lot of after hours events. I used to book dancers, the whole night, right? And you know what I mean. Naturally, I'm not gonna put no names of who gave me what or what this, that, and the third. But however, having to be up till 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, hosting after hours spot, and you running down and running on fumes 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It used to be, I didn't know how to cope with that. So naturally, I had homies that be like, "What you need?" A lot of people you know what I'm saying. And it's like, and then you kind of known a little bit. So it's like, people want to look out for you. So it's like, "Yo, what you need?" When it's like, well, shit, man, I just gotta get through the night. So, get a bean or, get a line or whatever you need, that bump to get you where you need to be. It's a little different now because I've been in the game for a little while, so I know how to navigate around all that. I don't do so much of that overnight shit no more. You know what I'm saying? But, however, though, I really, and it's nothing to see somebody on those kinds of, recreational drugs either in that spot. Like, it's nothing to see. Oh, he just, you know what I'm saying? He often, he
accepted, yeah.
It's accepted, and people who partake, they know how to call it because they partake.
Exactly.
They see what you want. They see the dilated pupils or whatever the case would be. They know because, like you said, it's part of the culture, and it's been a part of the culture since before you even thought of it or before we was in the game. Like,
right.
She said when they put it here.
Yeah.
In the 80s and late 80s.
They put it here.
He said, don't leave that part out.
No, that's
right. We piss people off. Right.
Like, it didn't just magically, we didn't grow it here. It didn't magically just pop up overnight. Somebody brought it and left it in the ghetto.
So what you say,
where they needed to put it.
So would you say that that ever since it was brought here for that agenda, has the agenda been successful, specifically in the black community?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for what they did with crack, for them funding a war in Nicaragua and all of the other shit they was doing. You know, Snowfall. We got the story of how it was going down. And what did we gain out of that? What did our community gain out of that? But you know, the L.A. riots in '92 and Rodney King getting beat up and shit like. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did it really do for us?
True story. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. But you know, I mean, they just.
If I could tap in on that a little bit, absolutely. I feel like it didn't do anything, but now in hindsight, it's kind of paving the way for our George Floyd's and you know, different things like that, because now they kind of see like, damn, they really wasn't like the people who are blind to it, who just don't want to see it, are kind of like, well, damn, they really have been going through it. Like, what they've been putting out there is not really the truth, and we probably need to kind of march with them, or you know, mess with them, or I feel like it contributed to where more people are aware now.
Okay.
More people ride with us when we get ready to ride now. Before it was like
awareness is a part of the eventual prevention, because if you understand it, if you do understand it, then you know how to stay away from it, how to avoid it, and definitely how not to get lost in the sauce. That's dope. Okay, let's talk a little bit about your organization. First off, what's it called?
It's called the Little People's Enterprise.
The Little People's Enterprise.
So it was founded after I have 3 daughters, three precious little girls, and I've always called them little people because they've always been grown people in little bodies. So everything that I do is kind of based around them and keeping them from having to experience a lot of the hardships that us as melanated women have to experience.
Absolutely. That's real talk. Hey, you know, okay, well, if I can expound on this, let's talk a little bit about the Hoover Rico. Okay? Because it does tie in. Definitely ties in. So, okay, when you talk about the situation with the Rico, we talk about that minor, Nova. Okay?
I'm not familiar. I'm sorry.
Okay, so basically, there's it's a recent indictment on. They're calling it the Hoover Rico because a lot of people that were pinched. I think it was like 11 or 12 people that were pinched in an working ring, where they were trafficking minors, trafficking women in a whole, but some were minors.
Or if you're from the city, in a familiar place, you know, in South Central LA, Figueroa Street. That's where they're
most
targeted.
notably Figueroa. Yeah, and you know they get on smack about his questions to Karen Bass, but they have been already looking at Figueroa. Figueroa's been a problem for a very, very long time. That was a smack fault for bringing that up. But long story short, one of the people that were pinched in that indictment was a rapper by the name of P4K. Okay, and
he's like a hood rapper.
Yeah, basically. He's Baby Stone from the Baby Stone Gorillas, which is they pretty well known in the underground scene. Some mainstream too. They got some hits. But he basically got pinched for trafficking a minor. Now, word on the street is the minor that he was trafficking allegedly happens to be a young woman by the name of Nova, who is the daughter of Tanea, who she's a singer. And she been on a lot of different music. She did a real big song with YG long back in the day. But she's most commonly known for her interviews on Soft White Underbelly, which is where it's a gentleman that interviews women that are, ladies of the night and have alternative lifestyles.
Also, they're managers as well. He also
and some of the managers. You know what I mean? So basically the story is that there's a possibility that this rapper was the one that was trafficking her. But, however, there's also word that allegedly there's a possibility that her mother introduced her to the game. Okay. So when we talk about the single mother thing, that does tie in here. Okay?
Very much.
And the question that I want to ask, to even get past the whole situation with those two ladies, what are the alternatives to a single mother when she has, let's say she has 2 kids, right? moderate skills. Maybe she can type a little bit. She does hair. You know, she's kind of a resourceful woman. But what is the alternative for a woman in that situation? How do you fight against the possibility of becoming an S worker to get by and pay the bills? Like what are the alternatives, right? Like, because we see
here a lot of alternatives now. So now,
answer as a young female.
All right.
There are plenty of alternatives than to risking your life and selling your body on the streets outside. I call those outside dogs.
You can sell them on the internet.
You sell it on the internet too, Cam.
You don't gotta be outside.
All goes on the umbrella.
OnlyFans.
I wanted to highlight on the word outside because that's clearly the most dangerous. You have to have some kind of pimp involved, or if you don't, you are a target for pimps and managers, and also, I guess we call them guests or trick.
They're gonna prey upon you. Yeah.
You're gonna be preyed upon in the streets. So that's why I say, you feel me? There are plenty of alternatives outside. Like you said, some people are online. There are certain spots for whatever the case is. But I also say a lot of women use that as an excuse. Like, oh, it's so hard to find a job out here. I just can't get hired because I look different. And the only thing left to do is trapping.
Okay.
And I don't agree with that. And I'm somebody who told myself I don't want to work no 9 to 5. I'd rather get on the pole. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I can relate in a way. But at the same time, as a dancer, I see that there are different alternatives. Most girls will walk straight past the strip club and go to the Blade on Figueroa. And I feel like that's partially because that's what they was introduced to.
Yeah.
That's what, that does play into a huge part of you're a single parent and you see in a lifestyle full hand every day. You find out the truth of how things are, food is being put on the table, how things are supplied at home. And when you grow up and you find out the truth and you see, hey, this not that bad. I could probably do this. And that's how young women are dragged into it, and they don't think it's such a bad thing because they don't know about these other options, or choose to ignore them.
Well, I know, Brown Sugar, you told me a little bit about your organization and how you want to assist women in that particular situation to either to help to keep them off the streets or to help them manage the situation better. Can you expand on that a little bit for me?
Well, I feel like the what's your name?
You call me Shake Baby.
Shake Baby. As Shake Baby was saying, it's something that they're kind of introduced to. So it's a part of their lifestyle. They don't
even gotta be a part of their lifestyle. Like, look at how Trixie Ronnie got Diamond in the Players Club. She was working at the shoe store. Yeah. But they came in with something that sounded way more appealing.
But she was exposed to it. But once she was exposed to it,
is the word. And let's be clear, when you growing up in South Central LA or the surrounding cities, we're not gonna act like that's not a normal thing. It's children walking to school in the morning after school bus, gotta walk past them in the swimsuits and stuff like that. So we cannot lie and say it's not a part of the culture the same way drugs was introduced to our neighborhoods.
And then you don't know how many young girls have whatever they have going on and glorify what they see.
There it is. Now see, when we talk about the exposure, we can talk about the exposure all we want. But it's like I could be over here eating Lucky Charms and you eating Frosted Flakes. I ain't too much worried about what you eating. But if you flashing your bowl in my face and you making it seem like it's the best motherfucking cereal you ever had in your life, maybe I want to see about your Frosted Flakes.
I want to see what's going on with them flakes.
A lot of people claim that, speaking of which, a lot of people claim that Nova, they do a lot of victim blaming because technically she is a victim of trafficking at her minor age. They do a lot of victim blaming because people who are in the situation like her, they do glorify it. Like I was telling you earlier, she denied even having manager or a PIMP during a time when she first was getting popular and stuff like that. There's videos of her, you can look them up now, of her bragging about when she was 13, she was messing with a 32-year-old.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And when you in that environment, you cannot avoid it. It's like those people, they see something on your forehead or like it's like once you welcome that into them demons into your lifestyle, it's like the people who prey on that, it's like a mark on you. They can tell exactly who to come for.
Well, I feel like it was kind of already there because of, unfortunately, what Mom had to go through. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like when you see, I don't know if you've ever been somewhere and you see somebody and their child and you be like, gosh, he walks just like his dad.
Yeah.
Or he looks just like his whole split and everything is just like his dad or his mom. It's kind of like when you grow up with that, it's weaved into you.
Bound to be just like them.
Yeah,
It's part of the
becomes a
DNA.
part of your
It's kind of
culture.
like,
It becomes a part of your culture.
yes.
And you know, once the culture changes and it switches, then it's kind of just like you're on autopilot after that. And future generations can kind of fall in the same line with that.
And
To
that's
kind of
where I come in. Sorry,
no,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
But that's where I come in because
There
you
we
have to take them, like you can't just take them out and expect them to do what you want to do. You kind of have to meet them where they are and show them how it is possible
Okay,
It's good
so
that you understand
give
that.
me
get out and.
so give me a couple of ways that you will go about doing that.
Well, first you kind of like, you have to find a way to get next to them. Find something that you have in common that you can be able to connect with them so that they're able to be open with you. Because
Right.
they don't trust people. They don't want to talk to you. Everything, they feel like you have an ulterior motive. So if you have some way that you can connect with them where you get it in, then you can find out what they want to do.
Right.
Is this a lifestyle? Is this what she want to do? Does she want to be a... You never know what they have. They have aspirations and dreams. They just got somebody on their head and they don't know how to get out because they've never had any other avenue.
Right. No, that's. I think it's amazing work, and it's definitely admirable what you're trying to do. To switch gears a little bit, okay, because there's a couple things I do want to get to, but first, it's time for a shaky point of view.
Okay. Yeah, let's get into a shaky point of view. It's getting really shaky and quaky in here. Okay. So last week we touched on the movie The War of the Worlds. I don't know if you guys had a chance to catch it or not, but we touched on the fact that a lot of people weren't agreeing
That is
with
trash.
agreeing with Ice Cube's acting and just the plot of the movie altogether. But mainly they were blaming Ice Cube's acting. I had a chance to see the movie.
Yeah.
And if I had to rate it, I would give it probably a 6, simply because I agree with the viewers. It feels like we've done this script before. If we were gonna do a remake, we should have put that disclaimer on there. You know, the aliens infiltrating us and finding a way to shut down our systems, and now we're at a full-blown war with the aliens, and we're using technically all the same weapons that all the other countries are using in different films. We've done this before. And I feel like Ice Cube did have a chance to add to that plot with his own personal personality, but because he was so robotic and because the vibes he was giving was reading off the script, let's be clear. And I feel like that's what was his downfall, and because he was so robotic about his role in it, they weren't able to build that around his character. On top of that, I just can't stand it when there's so many death scares back to back. Like, somebody gotta actually die, okay?
Yeah.
Somebody gotta die for real.
Right.
Let's do it. Stop playing with these death scares and everybody gets saved in the end.
Yeah, well, see,
Okay.
I think a lot of times that shit come down to ego. Because if Ice Cube really wanted to make that shit crack, he would have had him die like in the first 5-10 minutes.
For sure,
Piss
he
everybody
would've-
off. That would have ran everything through the roof. But
My man
niggas don't
Q
think
probably
like that.
probably brought that up. They probably didn't want to do it. I'm
Nah,
telling
man.
you.
They probably wrote that in there, and Q was like, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. Nah,
Hey,
but
that's a good
You may not die
impersonation.
in
real
first 5
shit.
minutes.
Oh God. Okay. Dr.
We need you to do that
Umar.
more often.
Oh, for sure. That was the shaky point of view. Dr. Umar Johnson. Okay. We know the school was foreclosed, about to get snatched up. But ladies,
nice picture.
we have a special opportunity for you. Because for just the low price of $500, you can go on a date with the doctor in all his chipmunk looking glory, right?
Take my money. Take my money.
So here's the deal. Dr. Umar is saying that he's going to be doing a reality TV show. He's going to be having different ladies pulling up.
Like Flavor of Love?
Like kind of like Flavor of Love. But it is not, hold on, Cam, it's not a dating show.
Is it a dating show?
It's not a dating show.
Okay.
But you have to be dressed up. You have to be naturally thick.
Naturally thick.
Yeah, that's what he said, right?
I'm good.
He talked about 5'5", thick thighs. He's all these kind of regulations and requirements. However, this platform.
What you tell him about me?
But I'm saying, but wait, no, this platform is for promoting these women's businesses. So he's opening the door to all types of women. That's right, single women, married women. You can even visit and with the doctor and go on a double date with him if you got a homegirl that's single as well, and you guys have a brand together and you want to promote.
Love doctor.
Listen, I'm saying right now, this is to my black men out here. We need to end this. No, I'm serious. We need to end this. It's not on the women. It's not on the queens. It's on us as black men to end this. We need to protect y'all, because if you've ever talked to any woman that's ever messed with Dr. Umar Johnson, they never have nothing good to say about that man. And it's always, you can tell by the way he talks.
They're not all lying.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, some of them will be lying, but there's a little truth in everything. And then when he goes live and he crashes out on them and talks about their vagina smelling like aquariums and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, that's not really professional. When you talk about being a principal of a school, I wouldn't trust you with my car keys, let alone my kids, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is on us as black men to shut this down. We just need to tell Umar
can y'all
to
stop
go
with Chris
home.
Brown, because he charging girls $1,000
And y'all paying it. And y'all paying it.
So who's
And y'all are
ain't even
paying.
gonna, bro. It's niggas paying that
Have you
shit,
seen
bro.
some of the
It's
posts?
dudes paying that shit too.
Huh?
This dude's paying the fee too.
His meeting
So it's not just women that's paying.
now. So I don't think it's too far fetched to charge $500 for a dinner date, because Chris Brown had already started the
but
In
how
the
are you
same
gonna-
breath, he's asking for donations though.
Okay,
I definitely
Shaky.
want
Okay, Shaky. Well, let's go on a date. You give me $500, and I'm gonna take you.
Can I
I'm gonna
ask?
take you on a date anywhere you want to go. Just give me $500 first.
Can I get all the details first?
But I'm saying, no. This is what he's
He's
saying.
only gonna spend $200
He
out
only
of
gonna
that
spend
$500.
So
$200
where
to
do the
sell on the meal.
$500 come in?
Man, you know what I think? I think it's like he said. I think it's like Cam said. It's $200 on the food and $300 on the hotel room. That's what I think. That's what I
Hotel room
think.
is crazy.
I think he keeping that 300.
She
to
basically
himself.
paying for the date. But he said what he's saying is he believes that his platform, you being on his platform with your business and promote your business, will take your stuff to the next level. But when I'm telling you that you're gonna do nothing but humiliate yourself if you attach this man to your business, because he's a scam artist. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a thing where it's like I don't see it. And I just wanted y'all ladies to just, all my black queens out
I
there.
don't see it either. I don't got no money for all that.
That's what I'm saying. And allegedly, real quick, they also saying that Umar had a little bit of a bunny issue in the past. There's supposed to be a movie that somebody directed that's supposed to be coming out about him.
What?
Yeah,
Not
and
the pro-black
supposedly,
love,
yeah, he
Dr.
was
Love.
into, yeah.
What? I can't wait to see that come out.
Possible-
Let me turn on my notifications.
Possible bunny
Okay,
sighting.
well, speaking of which, did you hear about the 10-member burglary traffic ring being arrested lately?
Oh yeah, I believe it's the Rich Rowland situation. Yeah, Karen Bass, she actually spoke on that. I think a lot of that has to do with the Olympic Games coming. All these indictments on these gangs.
Cleaning up the streets.
They cleaning up the
Yes,
streets.
they
They don't.
are.
You know what I mean?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
They care less.
Yeah.
They would love the wars to keep going, but they
would
Oh
love
yeah,
that.
but they can't. Yeah, that's big money coming.
Among the arrested were Devon Collier, Tyrone Tisby, Frank Tisby, Jeremy Shepard, Jermaine Kimbrough, Michael Lewis, Markel Lewis, and 3 others. Anthony Leslie, Sean Queenie, and Eric Cannon were all among the arrested, and they have all of them in custody. 2 of them were already in custody for separate incidents.
Man, you hate to see it, man, you know, but I mean, shit, you do the crime, you do the time. These niggas know what they getting into when they get into it.
And they have been doing this since 2022.
Yeah.
In the LA neighborhoods. Their goal, Chief McDonald's goal out of Encino says that their goal is to send a clear message that if you prey upon our neighborhoods, we will hunt you down and hold you accountable. Those are his words.
I can't really argue with that.
Can't argue with
Not
that.
at all. Brown Sugar, real quick before we get out of here, you got an event that's coming. Would you like to go ahead and talk about
Brown
it?
Sugar.
I do. I have an event called Yacht Bocce that's coming up September the 20th. It is from 6:30 to 10:30 in the city of Long Beach. It is a hibachi on the yacht with live entertainment with radio bass.
Radio bass.
Oh, nice.
Eastside K Boy.
Okay. Who you got?
SD LaShawn.
Who you got hosting that?
And I have Roz Washington as. Is this editable? Is this live?
No, it's editable. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I have Roz Washington, who's supposed to be coming through to to host. I've had some contact with her, but it's a little.
Yeah, well, if Ross fall through, you can always tap in with the promo king. I'd love to pull up.
One of the best
Okay, well,
MCs I know.
Yeah.
Well, listen. Well, how about we
We'll
come
work
on
something
out
out.
anyway?
We're gonna work something out.
Yeah,
For
let's
sure,
do that. Let's do
We're gonna
that.
definitely chop on that.
What date is that again?
It's September 20th.
Okay.
Yeah.
6:30. Yes, in the
Okay.
city of Long Beach.
Yeah, we're gonna work that out for sure.
I love that Black Queen working.
Yes,
Absolutely.
trying to get it done. I'm
That's
trying to
what I'm
bring
talking
some
about.
luxury to our people.
Absolutely. Real quick before we get out of here too, ladies, just drop y'all social medias right quick, and then we'll get going.
Okay, y'all can find me on Instagram at Miss Juicy Exotic, and mostly on other platforms as the same, Miss Juicy Exotic or Juicy Exotic. YouTube pole dance for beginners. You know, I teach pole and dance and stuff like that. Is where you can find me. And remember, it's Shake the Antagonist. And when I get in that room and get crowded.
Yeah, she came to antagonize shit. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Sugar.
So my handle would be das_sugar. Well, at das_sugar and at das Brown Sugar Productions.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Yacht Bocce is going up.
Yeah.
You already know what it is.
Let's
and never
get it.
forget that you are tapped in with the greatest.
The greatest.
The best.
The best.
The finest radio you will ever come in contact with. It's up. It's stuck. And ain't never coming down West Coast. We gone. Ugh. It's stuck. And it's never coming down. California's finest radio. West Coast. We stuck. Ugh.